humans are overpopulating the earth, right? And the only way to prevent that is for women to not bear children. Ladies and gentlemen, the past is gone. It only exists in our imagination. And the sooner we begin to realize that, the sooner we begin to free ourselves from everything that has been limiting us from achieving our truest self-expression. You know, we all hold on to ideas that have been fed to us from the past, and now they no longer serve us. And the sooner we realize that, the faster we begin to just go about our business and accomplishing our tasks. So if you have been following this channel so far, you know that we have identified what is of value to us. We have set our goals, and then we have begun to set a path to achieving those goals for ourselves. Now, if you are at this point in the journey, you possibly have reached like roadblocks, blocks that prevent you from actually believing you can achieve these things. So this video is just an inspiration for you to get on track and just to, begin to message to yourself and begin to believe that you can achieve these things. So while I was researching on the internet, I stumbled across this video. I don't know if you've seen it, is where strangers just walk up to other strangers and they ask them questions. So this young lady walked up to this older lady. She must have been like in her 80s or above. And she looked healthy to me. She looked fine, right? And the younger girl asked her what her regrets in life were. And she said she regrets not living a legacy in life. And now, mind you, this lady looks healthy. She's walking. Most people at that age cannot even walk. They depend on people a lot, but she looked fine to me. So she said her regrets was that she did not leave a legacy behind. And she explained why. And the reason was because during her time when she was in her adolescent age, there was this rumor that was spreading around that the humans are overpopulating the earth, right? And the only way to prevent that is for women to not bear children. So since that time, she has carried that belief all the way to her 80s now. Now you have to remember that if you are paying attention to life, you understand that people are giving birth, kids are just multiplying. Like if you're looking at the census, you see that every minute is changing, it's increasing in the millions. And then this lady all of a sudden took it upon herself to help humanity. It no longer serves humanity for you to be, she's in her 80s. She possibly believes she cannot accomplish everything or leave a legacy behind because of what has been messaged to her in the past. Again, we come to this notion of the people around you would feed you messages that don't serve you, and it's up to you to be strong-willed and to identify things that don't serve you anymore. So she believed that since she was in her 20s and now she's in her 80s, those beliefs did not serve her in her 30s, they did not serve her in her 40s. But what prevented her from actually looking around her and seeing that the human population does nothing? Like we're increasing, human beings, we're increasing in the millions. It doesn't affect anything. If you want to live your life, you have to continue to live your life. You cannot go by what people are feeding you. And this is why I say the people around you are very important. You have to get rid of people that don't serve you, don't serve your purpose, what you believe to be true for yourself. Now, she believed that her multiplying or her bringing offsprings into the world is going to harm the world somehow. There are billions of people. Whatever is going to happen in this life is going to happen in this life, regardless of if you choose to take your place in society or not. Life is going to continue. So, at this point, she's in her 80s. I still think that she can live a legacy because she seemed like she's wealthy, she's healthy, she can walk to a grocery store, she can do everything for herself. She can still begin to change that belief that has been fed to her in the past and just start now. And that's what we want to do with our own lives. We want to start now to begin to reprogram ourselves from past conditionings that don't serve us anymore. And if you are at that stage, just begin now to start researching ways you can change your life. That's why I truly believe that transforming who you are and changing and becoming something different is actually a good thing, because we as human beings are supposed to change. We're supposed to transform. We're supposed to get to where we want to be in life by actually changing, constantly changing, because times are changing. Things that apply to us when we were like 5 years old. When we were 5 years old, people had to do everything for us because we didn't know how to do it. But now we're older. We can take responsibility for our own lives and begin now to change who we are. So now what we're going to start doing is to start identifying things from the past that has conditioned us to being who we are and start changing them. You know, you could look online. There's so many tools for you to be able to accomplish that. People have been messaging about this. Read all your scriptures and don't let someone interpret your scriptures for you. You have to read it and interpret it for yourself, right? I know that we're in this age where we all just want the answers fed to us by someone else. No, you have to go find your own answers for yourself and interpret them for yourself. Don't listen to someone else, because listen, this woman, she listened to someone from her 20s and she carried that belief all the way to her 80s, and she's still finding it hard to get rid of them. That's why there in scripture there are answers to all of this. In physics, in physiology, in psychology, all these tools, they're out there for you. You just have to know how to interpret them and stop believing what people are telling you if it doesn't resonate with you. And if it resonates with you, just ask yourself questions. Introspection, right? We spoke about that last week. Introspection. Ask yourself questions why it is resonating with you. Because I have seen messages by people that are in tremendous pain. Like you can feel the pain in their voice, but then they have a platform and they're reaching millions of people based on that pain. And they are just spreading that pain around and telling their people that this is how you're supposed to behave in life. So first, we're going to identify our limiting beliefs, and then we're going to start looking for things that resonate with us. And if those things resonate with us, we want to start identifying if they're resonating with us because they're feeding into our pain. And if they're feeding into our pain, we look for something else. We try to look for things that uplift us based on pleasure, right? Okay. So that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to identify our limiting beliefs, right? We're going to start chipping away from that limiting beliefs by reprogramming our mind. If you are looking for tools, just let me know, email me, and I'll send you tools that will actually help you, because there are tools out there that are very harmful for you because they're messaged on pain, people's pain, and you can feel it in their voice. You can hear it when they're speaking. And people do gravitate towards that because they identify with it. That's why we do introspection. All right, guys, this is it for this week. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.